tell us about what's coming up, or are we going to be seeing Nick for a while on One Life to Live?
I hope so. I mean, I know you're definitely going to be seeing him, over the next couple of months, and there's definitely more to come. It's taken off from the beginning of where it started. I love that they've got inspired and done all this stuff. I become a teacher at the high school, teach Star in Langston. I think I can tell you that much. And the relationship with Kyle really starts picking up. I mean, it's definitely a real relationship. And like any relationship, we have to negotiate where the X fits in. You'll ask Scott, and he has a different perspective. I mean, I can only speak from Nick's perspective, but it's about making this relationship work and where that goes, and how we all coexist together. And then there's some really big things that happen after that I'm really excited about too.
Are your parents like super proud? Because when you're doing shows, they can't necessarily see them, but now that you're on TV, do they all gather around and watch? Or? Oh,
totally. I mean, when they air, I get, through Facebook or email, I get a million, and then they all say, when's the next one? When's the next one? Because they know I've shot, 20 more or whatever more. But, I don't really know, I don't pay too much attention to when they air or what's going on until it's about to happen. So, I don't know, just stay tuned and keep watching. But trust me, there's some more coming. So.
Does your dad teach, or does he just coach?
Both, yeah.
So you're kind of, you're playing a teacher like your dad.
Well, I actually play an American history teacher. My dad taught American history, so.
Awesome.
And I oddly enough, interestingly enough, I taught between undergrad and grad school. I taught junior high for a year, so I think that was, when I shot the first day of school, in a classroom or whatever, in Landview. It was probably the most comfortable day that I had, because I was like, oh, I know how to do this. I know how to stand in front of a classroom of kids and, tell them this is what we're going to do, and whatever. So
I majored in history, and I also taught junior high for a semester in college, and that actually made me decide to change my major and move away from that.
So
awesome. So you're playing a role in a Sex and the City sequel.
Yep.
And is that shooting right now? I've seen pictures of it shooting right now. Are you shooting right now?
It is. I'm not. I think I do a couple days towards the end of September and then a week in October. But I haven't started shooting yet. But the film has started shooting, and they're shooting around different city locations. And
you can't tell us anything about that.
I can't. I wish I could, because it's going to be good. But it's one of those. If I gave, they definitely said do not. We had to sign confidentiality things, and it's one of those that if I gave away what I was doing in the movie, it would kind of give away a major plot thing that they want to keep under wraps until the film airs. But I'm definitely doing it. I'm definitely in a very crucial scene of the movie that I'm so excited about. And it's just fun, to be the thought of being part of something iconic like that and work with those ladies is going to be cool.
So what does the future have in store for Nicholas Rodriguez? Like, do you want to do more TV, films?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I love, of all the things I've done, I'm just having such a blast being on One Life to Live. It's been such a learning experience, working with different actors that come from different backgrounds. It's so challenging, and if anything, I love a challenge. So, I'd love to ride this wave as long as it lasts, and, continue to learn and continue to grow, and hopefully they keep the storyline going. Music is very important to me, obviously. So, I'm trying to put together this one-man show. I'm working with a producer now to hopefully get that going towards the end of the fall, to have like a nightclub act that I can do of my own volition. And yeah, constantly looking for new projects. I love the theater. It's my first love. And just see where things go.
Might we see like an album from you in the future?
Hopefully, that's definitely the goal. I want to start with doing this club act to build some momentum, and want to do a couple of different benefits for some charities that are important to me. But definitely down the road, an album helps get words out. But I'm a big fan of the American Songbook, and the standards and those crooners of the day gone by. So it would be something in that vein.
You and Rod Stewart.
Well, I think our sound is a little bit different, but we definitely love the same repertoire. Yeah, that's for sure. I would have said Tony Bennett, but Rod Stewart's cool too.
Rod Stewart is producing the same thing.
Yeah.
My partner's mother wants to go see Rod Stewart now at concert.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I can't wait to see that.
He says as he rolls his eyes.
Have you received fan mail from One Life to Live already?
I have, yeah. It's been incredibly interesting. You know, I received, ABC gave me a big package before I was shooting, but before anything even started airing, maybe 2 or 3 weeks before my first episode aired, just from people saying, we read that this is going to happen, we're intrigued. So just that started piquing my interest about what was to come. And, you know, especially with all of the internet stuff and getting emails and my agents getting emails and it's all been incredibly positive, you know, which is just overwhelming as far as, you know, how important it is. I got an email just the other day from an ex-priest who's now a gay man and, you know, telling me his personal story about seeing this and how inspiring it is. So it's just been great, you know, overwhelming. And not just gay men, women, you know, teenagers, all kinds of people. It's been great.
Yeah, I found that with like the Luke and Noah story in As World Turns, it's probably like a 60-40 split between young women and gay men, and 40% gay men. It's like you know, women seem to be drawn to gay male stories. Yeah. And it's the same way on Queer as Folk, actually.
Right.
So, but I'm sure it's very inspiring because I know for myself growing up, there was never anything like this on television at all. Right. There was Stephen Carrington on Dynasty, and the second he met Heather Locklear, he became straight. So it's over.
Well, so, and just the way it has evolved. You know, I always, in my brain, I think of myself as younger than I am, but just I'm even realizing that, you know, it wasn't really there either. I did this really cool thing a few weeks ago. I did the Harvey Milk School here in New York. They have a young playwrights program, and at the end of the year, they bring in professional actors to read their works. And to be in this room, this full theater full of, you know, teenagers, thinking, wow, I am old enough to be your parent, and you're getting to see me do this. And I'd never really thought of myself in that light, you know. But then I realized the generational difference that, wow, these kids actually have a forum to sit here and talk about this stuff and write about it, and it's just so cool, you know, so cool to be a part of stuff like that.
Right. Okay, so we know you're a great singer. We know you're a great actor. We're seeing it on TV now. Do you have any hidden talents that we might be surprised to find out about?
I hope so. I hope it's a surprise. No, you know, there's a lot of things I like to do. You know, I'm kind of really getting into cooking right now. Ever since I bought this house, you know, you'll find me if I'm not singing and I'm not acting. I love just being in the kitchen and figuring stuff out. You know, hidden talents. Other than that, no, I try not to keep them hidden. You know, I try to share them. So, you know, other than that, I can't do much else. You know, besides play sports.
Do you have anything you want to say to your fans who have supported you so far, and the new fans? It seems like your fan base is growing really quickly now.
Does it? Let's hope. You know, I just have to say the whole thing, from the bottom of my soul, is truly a gift. The entire experience. You know, so often as an actor, you take a job because you need a job. You know, and I never would have believed that something like this would come along for me and to love it so much. You know, and for the writers and everybody to just give me this opportunity to explore it and to be collaborative, you know. And for the fans to support it, it encourages them to go further with it, you know. So it's been such a blessing and such an eye-opening experience. And I'm so thrilled about the stuff that we've already shot, you know, that's going to be coming in September and October, and so thrilled about the stuff that we're shooting in the next couple weeks that I know it's going to really be pushing the envelope of what people expect. And you know, just stay on board with us, and we promise to tell the truth and you know, be honest about it.